Extra. It's your one-stop show for trends, and the tea everyone sips. Join the conversation, share your thoughts, and get the extra dose of what's shaking the internet.
And on issues making wave on social media to your doorstep.
Social Buzz Extra, where the trend meets the talk, only on Global Television.
Hello and welcome to Social Buzz here on Global Television. I am Ogojko Mobno. It's another day to look at trending issues making wave on social media. Of course, you know, if it's trending, we are definitely hopping on it and we are bringing it to your doorstep. So all you need to do today is to make sure you grab a cup of coffee or even a popcorn, relax, and also be part of this gist I have for you today. And to be part of this gist, you need to watch on DSTV channel 365, or you can actually watch on StarTime channel 276, or be part of the conversation by engaging on our social media platform on YouTube, Global TV NG on YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe to Global TV NG. Turn on the bell like icon. Is going to notify you whenever we come your way. All right, let's hop into the conversation properly for today. And this one, the first one, we're talking about security agents who attempted to arrest Malam Nasiru El-Rufai at Abuja Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport, Abuja. A mild drama played out at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja on Thursday, February 12th, after security agents reportedly attempted to arrest former Kaduna State Governor Malam Nasiru Ahmed El-Rufai upon his arrival from Cairo, Egypt. According to his media aide Muyiwa Dekeye, El-Rufai declined to accompany the operatives, insisting on a formal invitation. In a post shared on his X handle, Dekeye alleged that the agent subsequently seized the former governor's international passport from one of his aides. Security agents today attempted to arrest Malam Nasiru El-Rufai as he arrived on a flight from Cairo. Malam El-Rufai declined to follow them without a formal invitation. They have, however, snatched his international passport from an aide, he wrote. As of Thursday evening, there has not been any official confirmation from security authorities regarding the incident. The development comes a day after El-Rufai granted an interview to the BBC Hausa, where he said he could be arrested in Nigeria at any time. He accused the ruling APC, All Progressive Congress Party APC, of pressuring politicians to either align with the party or face political consequences. All right, I'd like us to take a look at that video.
I'm his chief of staff.
Listen, nobody, not even the president, will tell me I have to do anything. It's a free country. If you want a letter, if you want to invite me,
invite him and then you.
Nobody will arrest him.
He's our leader. Nothing will happen. Again.
All right, we've seen that video from the international airport, Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport here in Abuja, an attempted arrest on Malam Nasiru El-Rufai, who was the former governor of Kaduna State and also one-time minister of the FCT. And you're beginning to think, what exactly is going on? What happened? These were just few days after he predicted that he could be arrested. Immediately gets to Nigeria, and of course, this is what is playing out. So does that mean that there's something that we do not know that's going on there? Just like, He said, you know, that the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC) is, you know, known for pressuring politicians to either align with the party or face political consequences. Does that mean that this arrest could be, you know, can we just say, okay, it could be because he is no longer with the APC? Is it because he has moved to the ADC? What exactly could be the reason for this arrest? Is there something that, you know, alleging that he did, that he, you know, he has to face consequences? What exactly is going on? We need to know what exactly is happening. Of course, we are going to bring you updates of this story as they unfold on social media, you know, and of course on the news. But for now, let's take a bit of some comments that we already have from social media and see what exactly people are saying concerning this story. And first comment is coming from Big Mike Duro, and Big Mike says, in case you think Nigeria is a democratic nation, think again. All right, I must tell you that I know Nigeria is a democratic nation, but then we understand that the way things have been played out these days, you're asking yourself, are we really in a democratic nation? Recently, I told someone, in as much as the president and everyone keeps saying, oh, we are not heading towards a one-party system, we kind of see like, it looks like, it feels that way because everyone is moving towards one direction. Everyone is tilting towards one direction. It no longer feel like a democratic system, to be very honest, yes. In as much as I really want to say, yes, we are in a democratic system, but it doesn't feel that way. It's more like if you are not with the party, you know this saying, if you cannot beat them, you join them. If you are not with the party, you have to suffer for something that you're not supposed, naturally you're not supposed to suffer for, and that's the way it's all playing out. And you know, so truly I somehow will say it looks like, it feels like we are no longer in a democratic nation. Well, second comment coming from AGM Classic, and AGM says, the structure you guys failed to put in place, now you all pay the price. When you are in power, do the right thing. Yes, when you're in power, do the right thing. I know a lot of persons have so much to say about El-Rufai. I, for one, have experienced, you know, El-Rufai, and, you know, it was a bit ruthless in 2005. And, you know, those times, you know, this is a man of his word. We discussed about it, you know, in the morning. This is a man of conviction. If he says, oh, this is, if his head is telling him, his brain, his heart is telling him this is the way it's supposed to go. And yes, El-Rufai is not taking advice from anyone. He's going that direction, and that's just it. So yes, we all already experienced him, and yes, the people of Kaduna State. I'm sure everyone has something to say, but what exactly is leading to this attempted arrest of the former governor of Kaduna State? And of course, he said he's going to meet up with the EFCC. That we are waiting for as the story unfolds. Of course, we are going to bring it your way as usual. The last comment, but not the least, today is coming from Official 99 Pounds. And this person says, what is new? What is new now? He arrested a lot of critics when he was Kaduna State governor. He won't turn good governance advocate overnight. All right. Well, they will say one good turn deserves another. So does it mean that one bad turn also deserves another? I don't know. Please drop your comment there in the comment section. Moving over, still talking politics, we are moving over to the next topic, and this one is from the former president of Nigeria, President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, who has called on all African nations to patronize younger leaders. The former President Goodluck Jonathan has called on African countries to patronize younger leaders, saying individuals between the ages of 25 and 50 are better suited to meet the physical and mental demands of modern governance. Jonathan made the remarks on Thursday, February 12 in Abuja during the International Memorial Lecture and Leadership Conference commemorating the 50th anniversary of the assassination of former head of state General Murtala Ramat Mohammed. Reflecting on his presidency, Jonathan noted that effective leadership requires stamina and resilience, recalling that he often slept only a few hours while in office. Why must we assume that someone has to be 100 years old before they can lead a country? He asked, arguing that younger leaders are generally better equipped to handle the pressure of governance. He expressed support for the ideals of Nigerians Not Too Young to Run movement, which seeks to lower age limits for elective offices and encourage greater youth participation in politics. If we want leaders capable of driving Africa forward, he says, we should focus on those within the 25 to 50 age range. That is when people are energetic, physically strong, and mentally alert. The former president also questioned the frequency of official foreign trips by some public officials, suggesting that leaders should dedicate more time to managing their states and countries effectively. Jonathan cited General Murtala Mohammed, who became head of state at 38, and despite ruling for just 200 days, left what he described as a bold and transformative legacy. He also referenced General Yakubu Gowon, who assumed office at 32 and later established the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) as another example of impactful youthful leadership during a pivotal time in Nigeria's history. However, Jonathan stressed that age alone does not guarantee good governance. He underscored the importance of discipline, patriotism, and strong institutions in sustaining democracy. Now, this is a simple, beautiful speech from the former President Ebele Jonathan. You know, when I was reading through this script, I said to myself, this is a beautiful, well-scripted speech that he gave. But then social media is taking it on a different, path. They are saying, oh, because you have ruled your own tenure, you did what you are supposed to do. You were not even 40 when you entered, and you were even more than 50. How come now you want the younger ones? How come you have the younger ones at heart? But I think during the time of Ebele Jonathan, I have to be truthful to myself and also give him that credit. I think we actually saw participation, youthful participation. I think that's when they started drawing youth, closer to politics and all of that. And we saw a lot of youth really participate in politics. They started having interest. People, they never really used to have interest in politics. The youth, they just feel like it's meant for the old ones. But, after some time, they started having interest in politics, because we saw also during President Ebele Jonathan, we saw during his tenure as president, we also saw that he included a lot of women too, you understand. So we saw female ministers and all of that. So I think he has often been an advocate for youth participation in politics. But this time around, social media and the youth are dragging him. They are dragging him seriously. Well, let's take a look at one of the comments, some comments actually on social media. And this one is coming from Blessed Omo Brain Soil and Omo Brain Solar, and Omo Brain Solar says it's not about age, sir, it's about commitment, vision, and selflessness. Of course, which he highlighted earlier, that aside him wanting the younger ones to participate, also you have to be committed, you have to be patriotic, so this one is more like you are adding to it. It's not about age, we know that. It's about commitment, vision, and selflessness. So if you intend to be in politics and you're a youth here, you want to be a politician, you want to be there, you want to govern your people, you want to be a good leader, then you know that you're going to pick some qualities from this speech, definitely, and this is the only thing that can actually drive you far in politics. All right, second comments coming from Investor Wise, and Investor Wise says, wrong. What Nigeria needs is an older, experienced person, someone elderly in their 70s or 80s, because what an elder sees sitting down, a youth cannot even see it. Why? Even while standing up. I want to take this comment as sarcasm, because tell me why you have to bring this other adage that what an adult sees sitting down, a youth cannot see. Come on, we are in the digital age. The youth will see it even while sleeping. They will see it while lying down. That's the truth. I used to tell people should stop bringing this. You see this particular saying, I don't like it. What an elder sees while sitting down. So let me give you a brief, let me give you a short story about this particular adage. So someone made like a comedy skit out of it. So the grandfather was actually sitting down reading his newspaper. So he climbed, he dropped his seat close to the fence and climbed the fence, and he was looking at his neighbor's house. I think they were having like a fight. The neighbor, they were fighting or something. So he was looking at them and he was laughing. And then the grandfather said, "What are you looking at? What are you doing there? Who is talking there? Whose voice am I hearing?" And he said, "See what you can see while sitting down. I cannot see it even when I climb Iroko tree. This one is not Iroko tree. I am just on my chair. I'm just climbing my chair, so you have to see it." Anyways, I understand that that's a comedy, but then we need to know that right now the world is beyond that saying. It's beyond that adage. Let's just drop it there. the youth can see, the youth can participate. All you need to do is to make sure that you have some necessary requirements. And the youth we are training these days, sometimes I look at the youth and I'm like, are we even ready sometimes? To be honest, I look at them, are we really ready to take over governance, to take over politics? Because you are seeing the youth, I think they all gave up easily. We kind of give up easily, and that's why the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, referred to the youth as lazy youth. Why give up easily? Keep pushing. We just have few voices out there. We have few youths participating in politics, and the rest are just there. We are all content creators right now. I'm not saying it is bad to create content. Also, you can use your page, of course, to create awareness in politics and all of that. But a lot of people who are supposed to even be involved in politics, they've all folded their arms and they're just telling themselves, let us even go with the flow, whatever it is, anywhere Bele face, the winning team, we are there, we are no longer trying, we don't want to even try, and that is very bad. I would like us, this is time to encourage you, please pick up your pieces and be out there, be outspoken. This is what we need in Nigeria, of course, youth in leadership. Okay, let's take the last comment for this topic, and this one is coming from Emi Info, and Emi says, this is not a guarantee for good leadership though. Experience is also an asset. Yes, experience is an asset. I must agree with this one. Yes, experience is an asset, but you don't have to be 70-year-old to have an experience. If you start early, you definitely gain a lot of experience. If you start working with these people who are in that age range, you definitely get that experience. So it's not about getting to 50, 60, 70 before you gain experience. Yes, there are some things that some youth have gone through. Someone in their 30s already know that someone in their 70s do not know. Right now we are in a digital age. I cannot stop emphasizing on that. This is a technological age. It's a digital age. So a lot of youth, we must tell that they know things, they know this ICT, they know all of these things more than even our parents. You see your parents tell you, oh, please, I don't know how to navigate WhatsApp. And you're telling yourself, as easy as WhatsApp, a messaging app that is so easy to navigate and that calling you to come and help them. They are holding the remote to the TV station, but they cannot even navigate through the TV station. Aside the local stations they know they can watch, they don't know that the TV station can actually perform other things. So this is the experience we're talking about. We're already ahead somehow, okay? So yes, if you say experience is an asset, I agree, but you don't have to get to 60 or 70 to get those experiences. Thank you so much. Talking about, see, today is just about politics, and I'm dropping it down for you because, of course, this year, we are preparing for 2027. Of course, we are going into 2027, and 2027 is more of a political era. And this is like the steps. This year is the step to 2027. So that's why I'm bringing you all of these gist. And of course, that's what's trending on social media now. So moving on to the last topic for today, Cubana chief priest states reasons for supporting Tinubu in 2027. So a lot has been happening online. They've been dragging Pascal. They've been dragging chief priest here and there. Why would you support Tinubu? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Well, he has come out to say his truth. Pascal Chibuike Okechukwu, popularly known as Cubana chief priest, have been constantly dragged on social media after declaring his support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the upcoming 2027 election and also for joining the APC. However, he has come out to state clearly his reasons for supporting the official Ba'ath movement. He said, if an Igbo man supporting Tinubu is a betrayer, what is a Yoruba man supporting Obi? We can only be Nigerians for us to partake in Nigeria. Waiting your governor will get immunity, see align with. Now waiting una wan make common businessman like us to battle. Tinubu is 20 steps ahead. Can't you guys read the lines? How can we comfortably decide to fail again? All in the name of being tribalistic. For Tinubu to become president, he mentioned Buhari, a Hausa man, and waited for 8 years before he could become president. Now him be that Emilokan way Baba dey shout. Tinubu served. Leaving Tinubu to support any other candidate for this election is like not looking both ways before crossing. Follow who no road, according to him. Stay with person who get structure so that you self fit step in and plan for your own better future. We don't fight, protest, scream, yell, even by ourselves, and nothing changed. We don't even do sit at home for years, nothing changed. Like this, the only option is for us to serve and get settled. Only time will tell. If you can't beat them, you join them. In one name, okay, you say, it's better to be inside than outside. Think and well. All right, so we've seen Cubana chief priest and his brother also, push this the Tinubu movement. I must say, please, let us end this bullying here. Let us end it here. If anyone wants to be part of any party, they have the right. That is the first thing you must know. The right to join any party. We've seen a lot of governors defect from PDP, from APC, from ADC, from different parties to different parties. We've seen them over the years. We've seen them hop from they're defecting from different parties. And they all have the right. Nobody has come out to say, let us flog this person. This person is going to take 30 strokes of cane, or we are going to shoot him, or he's going to die by hanging. No, that is the right. That's why we are in a democratic era. You cannot hold anybody for, supporting anybody. If they want to, why not? Please allow them support whoever they want to support, okay? So I don't have a problem with him. If he's an Igbo man supporting, why? Let's not bring tribalism or religious or whatever into what we are doing. It is election. Just vote your conscience and that's all. Let the best man win, but do your own part. Make sure you are getting your voter's card. Make sure you follow due process and make sure you vote. That's all. You don't have to drag. The dragging doesn't even lead anywhere. It doesn't lead to anything. At the end of the day, most of the people drag him are the people patronizing him. Most of the people drag him are the people watching his content on social media. And he's a businessman, like he stated clearly. So whatever a businessman has to do to remain in business, he will do it. That's what we are seeing here. So please, let's not even try to drag him any further, okay? All right, let's read up the last comments for this particular story, and this one is coming from Call Me Drizzy, and Drizzy says, I don't believe Nigeria will get better by following power blindly. Tribe, connections, or who is ahead should never matter more than good leadership and real results. We all want the same thing: safety, jobs, fairness, and a country that works. Supporting any leader should be about accountability and performance, not loyalty. Nigeria belongs to all of us. When leaders do well, we support them. When they don't, we must speak up. That's how a better Nigeria is built, by people who care, think, and hold power responsible. We will heal. Thank you so much, Call Me Drizzy. That's a beautiful write-up. The last comment for today is coming from Romeo FB. Romeo says he has the right under Nigerian Constitution to vote or campaign for his choice of candidates among all the aspirants. I don't see why people are attacking him for his choice. He's right. We have Yorubas screaming P2B and bullying people who refuse to support P2B instead of campaigning and convincing people why Obi is the best choice. Everyone should be free to support any candidate he or she prefers. Obedience wants Yorubas to support Obi, why they don't want the Igbos to support Tinubu. I don't get that part. All right, thank you so much, everyone who dropped their comments today on Social Buzz Extra. Of course, we had a swell time with you watching the show. Please do not forget to be part of this conversation. Of course, the conversation has ended, but just in case you missed out, do not forget we still have it on YouTube for you. It's Global TV NG. All you need to do is to be part of the conversation. We want to see your comments, we want to see your likes, we want to see your share. All right? So I'm closing the curtains here for today. Join me next time. I am Ogojku Mobna, and I must say, thank God it's Friday and happy Valentine in advance. Bye for now.
When social media speaks, we'll listen and we'll bring you the extra. It's your one-stop show for trends, truth, and the tea everyone's sipping. Join the conversation, share your thoughts, and get the extra dose of what's shaking the internet.
And on issues making wave on social media to your doorstep.
Social Buzz Extra, where the trend meets the talk. Only on Global Television.